Your daddy.
Tell me.
So a pretty lady next door.
Next door.
Oh my goodness.
So pretty.
Right
Michelle, so pretty. Shout out to
Oh, the
Michelle.
parental love story.
Man. And now your grandparents, your parents,
Live right next door.
stay right next door to each other. My question to you is, was that advantageous? How was that for you, your parents and grandparents living right next door? You had all of that right there.
I can't even explain how privileged it was. I have a lot of sympathy for people who are born with no elders. Because your journey is going to be different. I had direction. I had instruction. I had cooked food. I had religion. I had structure, and I was given these things from so many different perspectives. I got the street right outside if I wanted. They let me get close enough to watch and kind of navigate, come back, talk to them. I'm in the kitchen because that's mandatory. So you got the elders, understanding the earth, understanding no fast food unless you got on the honor roll. I got outside playing, so I got physical activity. But then I also have like a grandfather that protects me from as many things as he can. And then I could kind of hop back over here and got this giant Margaret Coleman who's just like the Don.
Yeah.
And getting an understanding of what it looks like for her to have raised all these soldiers, right? Because my house is the house, or the other house is my house, right? So the running in and out of characters, the running in and out of conversations I'm privy to, backyard moments, alley moments, curb talks. I'm just a sponge of everything, right? So sitting and seeing how my grandmother dealt with her friends and seeing how she had friendships until they died. I said, my grandparents have maintained friendships until death. Do they part?
Wow.
I want that. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
I have a grandmother over here that demanded a certain level of love and respect and decided to leave a husband in the early 1920s in Louisiana and come and start a life in Chicago. That's a lot of audacity. Right, so I'm like, that's in my blood. And then she, builds a life and becomes the fifth family to integrate 99th and Morgan, right? And they turn into these like characters in everybody's life. Everybody got a story or a moment with my people.
Yeah.
With
you say that again.
Both houses. Billy Dozier said I'm the mixed breed of Morgan. Shout out to the Dozier family. And I love it.
Yeah.
I do. So I feel privileged and I got a lot of wisdom very early that comes back to me now.
Yeah.
That I've lived long enough to hear the lessons and kind of see what they meant.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I'm lucky.
I felt so much love going from both of your grandparents.
Yeah.
Going into Granny house. I think the first time she saw me, really.
Like Minnie.
Skinny! What you skinny Minnie? I was that big.
You was about 5 pounds.
That big. But as soon as I came in that house, that was the mood. You know what I'm saying? I was at home. I could relax. She would sit down and talk to me. And that's how we embrace each other. Hey, Skinny.
Very welcoming. We're just hostesses.
Yeah. But on the next door, Miss Jackson.
Woo!
Especially to me.
Structure.
After you lost your big brother.
Yeah.
Structure. Discipline. I mean, it was maybe 10 o'clock, 10:30.
Yeah, they was.
Get off that corner.
Yes,
Kevin?
sir.
Yeah.
Am I telling the truth, Kevin?
Yeah.
Get off that corner. She was such a protector of us.
All of us. All the kids on the block, man.
But at that time, we was like, man, we ain't doing nothing. We standing on the block. Too loud, But as I got older, I was like, she was so worried about us.
Yeah. And to think that, the position that they took was I'm matriarch of a whole community, right? I remember when my grandmother petitioned for those speed bumps to be put in every alley. And it was because we wanted to play after school, and she hated that people getting on the expressway would cut through our neighborhood, speeding.
Sure did.
And she said, what you're not going to have is a murder, and then you hit one of my kids with a car. So how do I act from my house? And that's kind of what I mean about not giving you anything, but you going to get it. you know, she didn't wait on an alderman. She went and met the alderman, so the alderman knew the Jacksons. She joined CAPS. So
I said your grandmother started the neighborhood watch.
It
They
was
started the neighborhood watch, man.
So that community piece, and then her granddaughter becomes a community psychologist. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
So they are, you know, trailblazers, and I'm just like, okay, none of it was in vain. I got it.
Yeah. That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We need, I enjoy growing up in a neighborhood where I knew who was in this house, who lived in this house. I
Right.
come in,
That's not
who used
existing
the bathroom
anymore.
there.
That's so far
Yeah.
gone now.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
so
I
far.
like being able to
That's-
name the block. That's their house. That's
Yeah. Yes.
And I know I can knock on that door.
Yeah.
You know,
Today.
and it was, while I was walking down the street, hey, you okay?
Yeah.
Like, boy, get out that grass. You know?
Oh, Miss Jackson didn't play it by his grass.
That's what I
Mr.
said.
Jackson did not play it by his grass.
Yeah.
You can hear him whistling from all. Man, he never played his radio in his car. You would just hear him whistling from a block away. Like Mr. Jackson.
Yeah.
I think
step in his grass.
I think we have to, you know, begin to be serious about cooperative economics and build these blocks in the way that we remember them, right?
Yes.
Because if you are, you know, quote unquote, the lucky one or the one that, you know, did the property thing first, and it's like, can you teach a few more people and then you become the community? You know, because I understand that my block was a box amongst a lot of stuff that was going on in that community. So to say 10 people or 10 families can't create a block or build a compound is not unrealistic in the world that we live in. You know, so we just gotta dream different and push what's now.
Definitely. And they really these kids need to dream differently like no other now.
We need to go back and talk to them. Sometimes we get so far removed that, you know, some people don't even visit. And I said, I don't know what school.
But man, will they listen though?
You
think
they
will
always,
listen?
I mean, that's why I have a partnership with CPS. They always listen to me. I love showing up for them.
Okay.
They can feel it. Yeah.